Did you know that the state of your kitchen could literally be wrecking your grocery budget? Child, the kitchen is the heart of your home, and when it's out of order, that trickles down to other areas of your life. Think about it. When your counters are cluttered, your sink is full of dishes, that's not going to inspire you to want to cook or meal plan anything. At least I know I don't. I have a hard time functioning in clutter, which is why I struggle so much this week, y'all. My Hot Mess Express caused me to spend $60 at Chick-fil-A, and I'll explain how later. But trust me on this. Once you clean and organize your kitchen, saving money on groceries becomes second nature. That is why today we are doing a kitchen reset. I'm going to restore peace and order in my home so that meal planning and cooking becomes effortless. So grab your cleaning supplies, get your favorite playlist. We are going to get in this kitchen and restore it back to order. This is a judgment-free zone, and what I'm about to show you is a result of what happens when life starts lifing. Now this all started Tuesday morning. I felt like I was running from the time I got out of bed until the time my head hit the pillow. I had back-to-back meetings at work. I had to take my daughter to the dentist. I had to prepare my son for college orientation and help him pick classes. But somewhere in the middle of all of that, my kitchen got out of control. I just did not have the energy or brain power to deal with it. So I went with the next best option and grabbed Chick-fil-A while I was out with my daughter. Now, did I wake up that morning and think, I'm going to spend $60 on fast food? Absolutely not. So on the drive home from Chick-fil-A, I continued listening to this audiobook that I started a few days prior, titled Atomic Habits by James Clear. And he said something that resonated with me. He said that our environment influences our habits. And that had me thinking, this messy kitchen, my environment, is what led me to the habit of spending money that I had not planned on spending that day. Because it is safe to say that this is what happens when my kitchen is out of control. So yeah, habit. But I was so determined to get back on the straight and narrow. Wednesday morning, I got up 2 hours before I started my workday and went to work in my kitchen. I told myself, we are going to get these dishes washed and put away. We are going to sweep, we are going to mop the floors, and then we're going to head over to the fridge and pantry and lightly clean and organize it. My plan, and I was excited to execute it. After what seemed like forever, my kitchen was back to normal. The energy felt so different, and in case you are wondering, yes, my house is already set to fall. It is my happy place. But yeah, this clean kitchen feels like a weight was lifted. I could think clearer, and I was motivated to cook my family a dinner they would never forget. Ooh, y'all, I have been cleaning for about 2 hours and I have like 15 minutes to get to work. I don't even have time to cook breakfast. So what I'm going to do is make the Collagen Co's iced coffee glow shake. And I want to thank the Collagen Co for sponsoring today's video. Because I am a busy mom, I still want to hit my protein goal for today. This has 29 grams of protein, so this will get me closer to my goal. It also has less than 1 gram of sugar and is under 210 calories. It has lots of vitamins and nutrients. So let me stop yapping and make this shake. I love that it came with its own cup. I actually love this color. This is one of my favorite colors, like baby blue. I love it. So yeah, let me make my breakfast and let me stop yapping and make my breakfast so that I'm not late for work. I'm going to use milk with mine. You can use water. I like for mine to be creamy, so I'm using milk. This ice glow shake also includes prebiotic fiber, MCT oil, plus vitamins and minerals. So it's an easy addition to my morning routine, especially when I don't have time to cook like today. Okay, I'm adding 2 scoops. That's all I need for my shake. Let me add my milk, my lactose-free milk, because I am lactose intolerant. Yeah, it smells just like iced coffee. Now let's see if it tastes like iced coffee. Tastes pretty good. The taste is not bad. It's not bad at all. If you are a busy mom like me and you want to check it out, I will leave a link down in the description box with my discount code TISH10. All right, so let me hurry up because I do have to get to work. I'm taking my protein shake with me, and I will be back when I get off work to finish cleaning. Now that my work day is over, I can start on this refrigerator and pantry. Cleaning and organizing doesn't just stop at the countertops and dishes. I'm starting with my fridge, and as you can see, it looks somewhat empty, and that's on purpose because I like to use everything before I go out and buy more food. That's what keeps me from having 50 multiples of the same foods in my refrigerator. I don't consider myself a wasteful person, but when I pull out foods that have turned into some type of science experiment, I do cringe a little because that is money that I'm essentially throwing away. Now, what helps with this is taking inventory. That won't help with the science experiments that grow mold in the back of the refrigerator, but it will help with condiments and things that have expiration dates. Now that the fridge is clean, I want to make sure that only foods that are not expired makes it back in. I learned a long time ago that your fridge does not have to be filled to capacity. It needs to be full of foods that you know you will eat or cook. Having an empty fridge like this lets me know that I am on the right track using the foods that I buy. Just like with the fridge, taking the time to organize your pantry helps you know what's about to expire and what has already expired. It also lets you know what foods you need to buy in your next grocery haul. Now, when organizing your pantry, think about how you use it. What items do you reach for more often? Is it a canned item or a snack? Those items should be visible and easy to reach. Now, when I organize my pantry, I use the first in, first out method. So if there's anything close to being expired, it will get used first. Notice how I don't have that many bins or storage containers. I have a few, but nothing like I did in my last house. First of all, it costs money to purchase all of those containers that makes your pantry look Pinterest perfect, and it takes a good amount of time and effort to maintain that system. I went through that Pinterest perfect pantry phase once and went right back to what was working for me, because you constantly have to refill them and you have to wash them in between uses. It really takes a lot of time and energy to maintain that system. And I'm in my we don't care era. This is one decision that I made that works for my sanity. So my advice to you is organize your pantry in a way that works for you. Now that my kitchen is back to normal and my sanity is intact, I have to come up with a system to maintain it when life starts lifing again. I don't want to constantly have to overhaul a whole entire kitchen every time I clean. If I take one small action every day, my kitchen will stay in tip-top shape. That small action can be wiping down the stove and refrigerator, or washing a few dishes here and there, or even organizing one shelf in my refrigerator. Doing one thing every day keeps you on top of your cleaning game and off of the hot mess express. Now, if you made it to this point in the video, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not a part of the family. I would love to have you over here. I hope that I inspired you to get in your kitchens to clean and organizing. And I just appreciate you so much for hanging out with me in my kitchen today. I hope you have an amazing day, and we will chit chat in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.